Hi, my name is Richard. Where's Bicky McMickle? I'm the general manager here at Aspen Motorsports Park, and today we're going to give you guys a little introduction to our winter experience. What we have to offer here is we have two courses. We have an infield rally course that is 9 turns with 2 jumps. It's about 3/4 mile, as well as we do have our road course open, which is an 8-turn, 1-mile road course. As you can see behind me, in the wintertime, we do expand our course, and it is a lot wider than it is in the summertime, so we give the guys a lot of room to play around. We do have internal comms set up in the vehicles as well, which helps out for some of our instruction. So if it is anything you guys are interested, whether just coming out here and having some fun playing around your own personal vehicles, playing around in some of our rental vehicles, or if you do want to build some winter skills here, whether it's something to translate out to the roads or just to kind of play around and start to learn drifting, we offer everything here. And we can get you guys trained up from start to finish. Even if you've never driven a manual vehicle, we can get you familiar with that. Just gotta get a couple sessions in, and by the end of it, we'll have you sliding around the course. So how we maintain our course here is we actually do use the same snowcats that you'll see up on Aspen Ski Co. or any of the other ski resorts around the country. We run those and we groom out our course here. We try and keep a thin layer of snow, and that way it compacts and creates a little bit of a combination between loose snow and ice. We do try and run without studs on our vehicles or on our tires, and then that way that'll kind of preserve the course and last a little bit longer. As you guys can see behind me, it is after a full session. We've had between 6 and 8 drivers out here, all alternating between their own personal vehicles, some side-by-sides, as well as our rental vehicles. So by the end of the day, it does get a little bit rutted out. That's when we'll run that snowcat, we'll groom everything over, let it ice over overnight, and we'll be ready to start fresh in the morning. So here we'll jump to a little follow cam of one of our rental Miatas going through the course here, just to give you guys a little bit of an overview. Currently they're going through turn 1 and entering into turn 2 just now. That is our chicane, so with the drift cars, and this blue Miata here is set up with that drift suspension. That is a ton of fun to get a nice transition through there, get that weight transfer sliding. Sends you out onto the straightaway that we're currently viewing here, which enters us right into turn 3. Turn 3 is a very nice open, wide corner. We do have some softer snow out on the outside that'll prevent you from getting into that tire barrier there. But as you can see, we've got plenty of groomed out snow, plenty of room out there for you guys to play around, make some mistakes, and still keep the car on track and just start to learn how to slide around in the snow. Next thing we'll come into is our spillway. As you can see, we've got quite a bit of elevation change going downhill on this long sweeper that continues left as we crest the hill. This is a ton of fun to slide through. There is usually a gear change that you have to do at the top of the hill, which adds just a little bit more fun to it. Go down a minor straightaway, and we're going to enter into corners 6 and 7. This long right-handed sweeper has 2 different corners, and you can kind of notice it does go downhill as you get closer to that tire wall. So again, it just creates a little bit of an added challenge for our drivers out here. So once you come out of turn 7 there, you're going to enter out onto our back straightaway. Our back straightaway is nice and wide, and this is normally the most well-packed section of the course. So you guys can get a ton of speed out there, really have some fun, getting the vehicles up there and then braking pretty hard into our braking zones. You guys can either lift nice and early and just kind of transition to a slower speed into the corner, or really play around with that threshold braking in the snow and run all the way down to that braking zone. As you'll see, we do have quite a bit of runoff at the end of that corner, so if you do happen to overshoot that while you're filling out those brakes, that's not going to be an issue. Again, you're just going to go into that softer snow. We'll end up pulling you out and putting you right back on track to try it again on your next lap.